video diary is titled A Clusterfuck of Fools. Let's find the vibrations. What's up, ELiens? It's Simply Elle, and I'm back again with another video. If you are a returning member, thank you so much. I love you. And if you're new, welcome. We're happy to have you. Today is part 5 of my video diary installments. I'm gonna also introduce a surprise guest, which is my LipsKit from GoPlay Cosmetics. I'll also be testing out this contraption, this machinery. You are able to make any shade, any lipstick shade that you want, because it comes with 5 bullets of primary colors: blue, red, yellow, white, black. And I also got the purple edition. We're probably not gonna try the purple bullet today because I just can't be bothered right now. This thing does come with an app. Oh my god, it's gone. You know what? I can't be bothered. Okay, this is the lighting we're gonna go with. It's the closest to what I had before. Literally, my ring light just stopped working. Excuse the noise in the background. I don't even know what it is. For my AC. Guys, a lot of things are working against me this video, so we're gonna keep moving. It comes with some pods. It comes with 5 of these, this is where you mix the lipstick in. It comes with a spatula to mix the lipstick inside the pods, and it also comes with moisture drops, which I don't really think I'll be using right now because I prefer it to be matte if it's gonna be like a lipstick. Yep, it comes with 5 brushes for the 5 pods. This brush is messed up. Why did I get a messed up brush? Look at this hoe. Look at that. Do you see this? This is a regular brush, lip brush. So it comes with 5 of these that go inside the pod like that. And pod. Got it. I'll make one color and I'll have I'll have Google pick the color. And then if I decide to make a second one, maybe I'm starting to feel better. Okay? This is the cocoa of the Mara. This is the main event, okay, of this show. I'm gonna show you all the device. I ordered this in April. It's June. That's how long it took to get here. This is it. So while I'm figuring this out, this is the, it also comes with a recipe sheet. I'm not gonna be using this. I'm gonna be using Alexa. I want to see what I keep saying Alexa. I'm gonna be using my Google Assistant to pick the colors. First thing I want to talk about today is parents, particularly African parents. Bro, you guys need to start apologizing to your children when you're wrong. Like, I'm gonna be the one to say it. You need to start apologizing to your kids when you're wrong, especially when you know that you're wrong. Do you know how annoying and freaking bothersome it is for a child to know that your parent is wrong, but they're just like gaslighting you because they're your parents and they're older? Me, I don't believe in automatic respect because you're grown. My saying is your proximity to the grave does not mean anything in terms of whether or not you deserve my respect. I respect you based on the type of person you are, your character, stuff like that, not just because you're older. There is a correlation between age and wisdom and maturity and all that, but it's not always necessarily the case. I feel like it's the more mature thing to do, to discipline your child, but to also be able to say, yeah, I didn't do that one right. I messed up. I'm sorry. It feels really good to hear it. Like, it makes it feel like it makes it feel like your parents aren't this all-knowing, perfect beings that you're trying to aspire to be. It kind of like humanizes them in your eyes. I'm trying to get this white one to like come out. I already got the blue, but white just doesn't want to come out, and I don't want to do anything extra to make this thing work, because I've been through it today. Yeah, I feel like when you're wrong, apologize. Take some accountability for that stuff. And I promise you, it'll earn your child's respect. Next thing is also like on parenting. I don't believe in hitting kids. And I feel like you should 100% spend some nights in jail if you beat your kids. This one is specifically for African parents, okay? I don't know what you guys think you're doing when you hit children. I really don't know what you think you're accomplishing, because it just fosters hatred, resentment, fear, kind of stunts your child in many ways. And oh shoot, I'm already making a mess. Beating kids is traumatic. It's traumatizing. I don't understand why you are taking literally, because this is what they love to say, spare the rod and spoil the child. No, nobody's saying you shouldn't punish your kids. But physical abuse, physical assault is not the way to do it. I promise you. You're just building rebels and you don't even know it. Like, people who would not respect you. It's good to give punishments, and the Africans have punishments that don't require beatings. Like, I have permanent damage on my hand. I don't know if you guys can see it, because of a beating that I received when I was little. It's not gone away. It's still here since I was probably like 7, 8 maybe. I'm 24 years old right now, and this thing is still there. The scars stay with you. I have a scar on this cheek. I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera, but it's like 2 lines right here from when I was collateral damage in one of my siblings' beatings. Like, how am I receiving like a legitimate scar, like, for something I didn't even do? I didn't even participate in this joint, bro. Like, what the heck? My face is scarred up. What? I am promising myself and my future kids, I'm not hit anybody, because African people don't like to mind their business, especially when it comes to other people's children. If anyone touches my child, I'm fighting you, especially if you're an adult, bro. If I don't call the cops, because you just assaulted my child. Especially the nerve of hitting other people's children, other people's kids, not even your own. Hitting your own is not great either. But the audacity, the effrontery, the gall of you thinking you can hit. You think I'm gonna say, oh, thank you for helping me, and this has been my, well, I eat my flank batsy. I remember one time I was being beaten so badly, I just prayed to God to just take me. Like, I wanted to be deleted from this planet. I would always pray that, like, what if I just... And the last thing I have is to lead by example. Children aren't stupid, especially once they start to grow older. Start to see things and call BS. As a parent, you should lead by example. It's not do as I say, not do as I do. That's hypocritical AF. One thing, some kids, a lot of children don't like hypocrites, especially if you're an adult trying to tell me what to do and, you know, direct me in the right path, but you're not even walking the walk. Definitely doesn't earn you respect, and definitely makes you look like a hypocrite. I'm not listening to you. If I see you doing something you tell me not to do. And children are intuitive. You guys think they don't know anything. They're just not mature. They just don't have experience. But they can clearly see mommy or daddy said I shouldn't do this thing because it's bad. Or because they've hit me or slapped me across the face so many times because I did this thing. But I'm watching mommy or daddy do this exact thing because they, like... How do you expect someone to actually, like, respect anything that comes out of your mouth? And it could be as little as something as chores, right? If you're telling your children to do chores, but you don't do anything, you sit on your booty all day, commanding, because children are your workers, indentured servants, because you don't pay them. Besides, even giving them food, shelter, all that stuff, those are your obligations because you chose to have children. Okay, they cannot fend for themselves. Every time a parent's like, I did this, I did that, bro, that's your job. You're the parent here. You decided to, participate in the act of having children and birth the child, and then you're like, yeah, it's all you from here. Doesn't make sense. Makes sense. It don't make no sense. Moving on. Let's move on, y'all. I want to talk about church. Take me to church. I have a very complex relationship with church right now. I could care less with church right now, based on my own experience. And trust me, I will tell you guys more coming soon. I have to also specify African church, because I have never been to a black church, an African American church. I've never been to a white church. I've always gone to African churches. So one specific African church. Last year, December, I left my church and I'm never going back, for reasons that will be explained in a different video. But the culture, and one big thing for me, one of the reasons why I decided to jump ship to zoom out of there, is because of culture and religion. You want to take something that is about Nigerian, African culture, let's just say African culture, because a lot of people in my church and in African churches come from different places, and it's a combination of those heads that create certain rules, or certain norms that you're supposed to follow. I can't just say Nigerian, because I don't think that's fully representing all the minds that are responsible for my disdain, resentment, contempt. I think those are the words I would like to use. Oh, we got red. I have one last color to prime. God. So I feel like there's sometimes too much culture and religion. Let's just focus on the faith, right? And not bring something that is a societal norm for Africans into a church, into the way you treat people in church, the way you talk to people, make corrections to people, and all that. Sometimes culture in religion can be very toxic and, quite frankly, debilitating. I find right now I'm happier. I'm happy, I'm free, I'm mentally okay. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I see. Oh, boom. We got it. Okay. All of it is done. And now I'm gonna put a pot in. Another thing I want to touch on in this topic of church and that is how nobody wants to deal with harassment in a way that actually favors the person being harassed. It's like more of a shh, let's not talk about it. Just sweep it under the rug. Let's show. Let's give this serial harasser a second chance. Okay, a second chance to do what? If someone was reported for harassment, and then after one person reports, you hear like 15 other reports from 15 different people, why do you think signing some paper saying he should never, if he should never do it again, is the solution? Why do you think him being allowed to come back in the same space as the people he was harassing, why do you think that's okay? Not even talking to the people who were affected before you make that type of decision. Not saying, are you comfortable being in this church? It shouldn't take months for you to finally kick someone out or fire someone, get them off payroll because they harassed people, not even someone, people. Someone should have been enough. Hold up. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5. Here's a random number. 5. She said 5. We're gonna go from white to black. So we're gonna do 5 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5. 1 black. Okay. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5. 4 red. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5. God damn, 4 yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold up. Oh my god, we got the 4th pump. Finally. And for blue. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 5. God dang, 5. God. 3, 4, 5. Alright. We got 5 of black. Unhook this. Okay. And then mix all the colors together. Okay. I know people who go to other churches and have told me very disgusting stories of what happened to them with other people in their church about like harassment, abuse, and all that. And the way it was handled was just like, do these people even like me? Honestly, a lot of situations will happen and I would just be like, bro, why am I here? It didn't take until me talking to my therapist, like crying and all that stuff on one of my sessions, for it to be like, sounds like you might need to leave this church and find another one. Granted, there's nowhere that you go that there isn't like issues or whatever, but I've had enough here. Okay, I have had enough, so I'm just gonna mix these colors and see what I get, regardless of whether or not I hate it. It is messy. But yeah, I think African churches, you need to do better. And abuse doesn't just go, it's not always sexual or physical. It can be verbal. Somebody, the way sometimes people talk, especially them elders, God, Jesus Christ. It's so sometimes extremely condescending, unnecessary. Sometimes you didn't need to do that. There was absolutely no need to do what you just did. None whatsoever. No need. And they're always like, it's all with love. It's all with love. You don't embarrass people on purpose and call it love. I don't want to be loved like that. Okay? I don't want to be loved like that. Don't love me. If this is how you love, I don't want to see it when you hate somebody. Which I have seen the way you're going to be treated if somebody doesn't like you. Okay? This shouldn't be okay. So this is the color we got. This dark purplish color. This is what Google feels like I should be wearing on my lips. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on. Next, sexuality, mainly defined as the capacity for sexual feelings or sexual activity, is not freedom. Okay. Sexuality is not freedom. People need to stop saying it's freedom, because that's misrepresentation. Freedom is the choice to be a sexual being, right? I can choose to open my legs 24/7 if I want to, because I like it. And I don't know about it being empowering. Like, I can understand how it makes you feel good, how it makes you feel desired. Those are empowering feelings. But there are other things within relationships that you do that doesn't necessarily have to be sex that make you feel empowered. Okay? The ability to choose without influence of others or forced from other people, that's what we call freedom. Not just going around having sex with any Tom, Dick, and Harry. Okay, that's not freedom. Freedom is the choice to do so. And what I'm trying to say is, right, if you are going around increasing and adding to your body count for something that someone else thinks or for something that other people believe, that's not freedom, because you're still working or acting, making decisions about your life based on influence from other people. That's not freedom. Choosing to do all those things to, throw it back on whoever because you genuinely want to do this, it makes you feel good, you don't care about anybody, that's more of a choice, a freedom. And if someone chooses not to be a sexual being yet or at all, that's part of the freedom. I am free to choose to wait till marriage. I am free to choose to not wait till marriage. So either side of the spectrum need to leave each other alone, okay? No name calling, no this and that and the third. Don't try to impose your beliefs and choices onto other people. It's taking away the choice to do these things. I hope that made sense, and I hope you're following. Let me put this on. I don't even have a mirror. I'm gonna use the camera. Okay, this is the color. Would this be the color that I choose for myself? Absolutely not. But it's a color that you can make, and then you can also just, if you like it, you can bottle it up essentially and take it with you on the go. Okay, so if I liked this, I would just throw this in my bag. I'm probably gonna do one more. I like the how it looks. It's proper matte. So I'm gonna use some oil to take this off my lips. Before I say the last thing, I'm gonna talk about the last thing as I'm making the second color. This is the color Glossy. I think it looks really good this way as well, if this is your shtick. Okay, so my last thing, seeing that it's Pride Month, happy Pride Month, by the way. My last point is to trans people who don't feel like they need to disclose that they're trans before engaging in sexual activity with non-trans people. For example, a trans man sleeping or engaging in acts with a woman without letting her know that, hey, I used to be a woman and I transitioned to a man. I think absolutely you should let them know. Give them the choice, okay? Or a trans woman who was an ex-man sleeping or engaging in activities with a man, knowing full well this guy does not know that you're trans. Please, I think it would avoid a lot of issues. It's basically a form of sexual assault, having sexual activities with someone who does not know that you're trans. Like, why do you think you don't need to tell them? A lot of people who do that know why they're doing it. You know why you're doing it. It's not because you believe trans women are women or trans men are men. It's because you know that if you said it, your chances with this person is gonna be low. A lot of them don't care about what's legal now, what's acceptable now. To them, I'm sleeping with the same sex, with the same gender, and that's unacceptable to them. And I feel like if you had given them the choice, they would just decline and be about their business. I remember not a few months ago, this woman was making TikToks about how she secretly sleeps with guys, but she doesn't disclose that she's trans. You just took advantage of that person, and it's not okay. And I think this is one point that anti-trans people have to cling on, because some people do stuff like that, and it's like, oh, what if this and that and the third and this, and you can't say, oh, what are the chances of that happening, because some trans people are coming out saying, yeah, I did it on purpose. And then you have to have guys going out to try to clear their name as if they did something something bad, or trying to be like, I'm not gay, because a lot of them still consider you as what you were previously assigned, the gender you were assigned at birth. So it would help if you just said, or at some point in your interactions, be like, yo, I'm this and that and the third. And if it's a no, it's a no. Move along, because there are people who are okay with it. Find those people and be happy about yourself. Okay? I don't know if what I'm saying is ignorant, problematic, da da da. It's how I feel. It's how I feel. And I feel like you should not take the choice away from somebody. You're making the choice for them. Like, you will sleep with me. I'm not telling you that it used to be XYZ. You will lie in this bed with me. It's not right. It's correct. It's not right. Alright. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. We're starting with white. 1 white. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. 1 black. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. 1 red. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. 2 yellow. Oh, we got a second one. Awesome. Last color. Hey Google, pick a number between 1 and 3. 1 blue. Okay. We're gonna mix. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna line my lips first though. Hold up. I'm back. I'm using Sephora's lip liner brand in the shade Molasses. Good. Because this color, I'm not sure about it. So it's like a mauve. This is what it looks like. But we're gonna do a transfer test right now. So, ooh, okay, so it looks like it might be the liner that transferred to my fingers. So, but I'm just gonna do a whole, actually. So it looks like only the lip liner transfers. That's pretty freaking good. Like, what? That's really good. This is actually so much fun, you guys. I definitely did make a mess. These things literally just fall out. Like, just tip it and it falls out. Like, not cool, but I love it. So these are the 2 colors I made today. The second one is my favorite out of the 2 colors I made today. You guys can see I like this a lot better, and I maybe should have lined the first one, but I thought it was dark enough for me to just not need a liner, but I needed a liner. You should always line your lips, honestly. Anyways, parents, you need to start apologizing to your kids. Stop beating your kids. It's useless, and it just makes them hate you in the long run. And it traumatizes them. It turns them to very traumatized people who need therapy. If you grew up on the African continent, everybody needs to go to a therapist. I'm sorry. I genuinely am sorry, because it's normal to just, and if you get arrested for hitting your child, I support that. You deserve it. Spend some time in the jail cell. Yeah, because keep your freaking hands to yourself, okay? Treat your kids with respect, because that respect is reciprocal, okay? Discipline them, but keep your hands to yourself. Culture and religion is toxic. Call out the right people. I feel like a lot of these churches focus on the wrong things, too much on what people will say, how the church will look. I think the church will look just fine. Kicking out an abuser, someone who harasses someone. It should only take one. There should be some sort of nurturing aspect to people who you guys feel are troubled or whatever. People who actually maybe are troubled. They should feel like they're coming to church and they're actually getting some healing from whatever it is that's troubling them. For whatever reason it is that they're acting this way that you don't agree with. There should be an environment of love, understanding, no judgment. Church should be a no judgment zone. Nobody is saying you have to accept any and everything that people do, but it should be a place where I should feel free to go and talk to the elders at church, like, hey, I'm struggling with this. I shouldn't feel like the next guy and the next guy is going to hear my business and then also judge me because you are judging me. And I feel like it shouldn't be a reason why you're embarrassing me and harassing me in church with your words. And some people's actions is not okay. Sexuality is not freedom. Okay. The choice is where the freedom is at. Everybody should be able to choose to either not engage in sexual activity or to engage as much as they want. As long as they're not using your particulars to do it, it's none of your business. If you're a trans person, I feel like it should be mandatory for you to let sexual partners know. People that you're engaged and involved with sexually, they need to know that stuff. It's not just information that you need to tell your healthcare providers, because you do need to tell them, but you should also let somebody who's going to be vulnerable essentially with you, they need to know. You should not be flaunting the fact that you trick people to engage in activities with you without them knowing that you're trans. Like, that's weird. Predatory behavior. And you cannot blame somebody for being upset about that. Nobody is transphobic because they're mad that they didn't know you were trans. You're trying to pass yourself off as a biological woman or man, and you're not that. Because I feel like some people in the trans community have rocks for brains, and you people are entitled. Like, huh? Anyways, that's all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new here, like I said, welcome. You know, if you want to join the ELiens gang, the ELiens, they're the coolest people on this internet. They're amazing, and they're my friends. Okay, if you want to join the family, it's as easy as clicking the subscribe button and ringing that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a video. I appreciate you. And for my ELiens, my day ones, my homies, my friendships, my loves, thank you so much for your continued support. Please leave a like, and you can leave a comment down below and let's discuss. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys.